Hi, kindergarten. It's Miss Cliff. Today we're going to read a Level B book called Lazy Lulu. Now, we know that good readers are able to retell the story in order. So today our focus is going to be retelling. And we're going to use our story chart to help us remember the important parts so we can retell the story in order. Our focus question today will be, when is Lulu not lazy? Why? I want you to pause the video and turn and talk with a parent or sibling about what the word lazy means. Do that now. The word lazy means unwilling to work or use energy. Have you ever been lazy? Let's go over some words that we need to know before we start reading. I will say the word first and you repeat after me. Blows, feather, fly, lazy, leaf, seed. Now we know that good readers look at the beginning sounds while they read, and they think about what they see in the picture and if the word would match the picture to make sense. So I'm going to read first and then you are going to read after me. Ready? Lazy Lulu sees a leaf. Does that match the picture? Yes, I see a leaf up in the corner there, and the beginning of this word starts with an L. Leaf. That makes sense. All right, now I want you to go back through, touch the stars, and read the sentence back to me. Nice job. Do we know any characters yet? I think we know one character so far, so I'm going to go to my story chart. Remember, my story chart is going to help me record some of the story elements that I see throughout the book, and that's going to help me remember the important parts so I can retell the story in order later. So I'm thinking about who the character is. I want you to pause the video, turn and talk with a parent or sibling about who the character is so far. The character is Lazy Lulu, right? So next to talking characters, I'm going to fill in who the character is. The character is Lazy Lulu. Now I want you to pause the video and you go ahead and record this sentence on your story chart. Go ahead and do that now. Now, good readers and writers reread to make sure they have a complete sentence. The character is Lazy Lulu, period. That is a complete sentence. Let's get back to our book. I will read and then you will read after me. The leaf blows by. Your turn. Does that make sense? If I look at the picture, I can see those movement lines and the leaf is flying by and Lazy Lulu's just sitting there. Is she doing anything? No, she's being lazy, isn't she? Okay, my turn to read and then you'll read after me. Lazy Lulu sees a, what do you think this word could be? If I'm looking at the picture and I'm thinking about what I know, I see an F at the beginning. Does that look like a word you know? Feather. Good job if you knew that. Feather. I see it starts with a F, and it matches the picture of the feather. So let's go back and reread. Read with me while you point to the stars. Ready? Lazy Lulu sees a feather. Now, what is the setting? That's another important story element that helps us retell the story and understand what we're reading. Let's go back to our story chart. S is for setting, which means where and when the story takes place. So I want you to pause the video, turn and talk with a parent or sibling about what the setting is in the story. Do that now. Well, we know that the setting is outside, right? It kind of looks like it might be in the forest, maybe even the rainforest or the woods, outside somewhere. And we know that it's during the day because the pictures are light and bright. So now I'm going to fill in what the setting is. The setting is outside in the forest during the day. Now it's your turn to make sure that you have a complete sentence next to S for setting. So pause the video and write your complete sentence for what the setting is. Now make sure that you reread your sentence to make sure it's complete. The setting is outside in the forest during the day, period. All right, let's head back to our book. All right, my turn to read. The feather blows by. Now you touch the stars and read it back to me. Nice job. Okay, I want to stop here and think about, what do we know about lazy Lulu? Why is she letting everything blow by her? So I wanted to pull up some pictures. Do you know what this animal is that Lulu is? What do we call this animal? If you said chameleon, you're right. This is a chameleon. And we know that chameleons can change colors. Here's a picture of a chameleon sticking out its tongue to catch something to eat. I wonder why Lulu is letting a feather blow by. Why is she letting a leaf blow by? Why isn't she sticking out her tongue to catch those things? Do you have any ideas? Pause the video and turn and talk with a parent or sibling about why Lulu is letting all of those things float by her. I wonder if it's because she doesn't want to eat those things. If I look at the pictures of the chameleon, I see that it wants to eat a bug. I don't see pictures of chameleons eating leaves or feathers. Do you? No. Let's get back to our story and see what happens next. My turn to read first, and then you'll read after me. Lazy Lulu sees a, what could that word be? Starts with an S. Well, if I cover up that D, I would know that S-E-E says see, seed. Can you blend that together? What's that word? Seed. Good. Does that match the picture? Yeah, it looks like a seed blowing in the wind. Let's go back and reread. Read with me. Here we go. Lazy Lulu sees a seed. All right, let's keep reading. The seed blows by. Do you think she wants to eat that seed? I don't think so. So what's the problem here? She doesn't want to eat any of these things, does she? Let's go back to our story chart. We're going to look at, for oops, there's a problem. What is the problem? Pause the video and turn and talk with a parent or sibling about what you think the problem is. Well, I know that Lulu is a chameleon, and I think that she's probably looking for something to eat, but she doesn't eat leaves, she doesn't eat feathers, and she doesn't eat seeds. So she's waiting for something that she can eat. So I'm going to put that in as my problem. The problem is Lulu does not want to eat the things blowing by her. Now I want you to pause the video and I want you to write what you think the problem is. Now we know good readers and writers go back to reread that they have a complete sentence. My sentence is, the problem is Lulu does not want to eat the things blowing by her, period. So double check that you have a complete sentence. And then let's get back to our story. All right, my turn to read. Lazy Lulu sees a, what do you think that word is? Fly. You're right. You matched the picture, didn't you? And you saw that beginning sound and matched it to the picture. Nice job. Lazy Lulu sees a fly. Now your turn to touch the stars and read it back to me. Go. Nice job. I want to stop here and I want to ask you, do you have any predictions for what you think will happen next? We talked about Lazy Lulu being a chameleon. And we talked about the problem is that she didn't want to eat anything that was passing her by. What is your prediction? I want you to pause the video and turn and talk with a parent or sibling. And I want you to start your sentence with, I predict. Go ahead and do that now. Let's see if your prediction is true. Look at that picture. What was your prediction? Did you predict that Lulu was going to eat the fly? Oh my goodness, you are so smart. If I look at this picture, remember we talked about how chameleons like to eat bugs? They use their long, sticky tongue to catch bugs, not things like seeds or leaves or feathers. So I'm sure Lazy Lulu wanted to eat that fly, right? Let's read the words. Lulu is not so lazy after all. Now you touch the stars and go back and reread it to me. Go. Nice job, reader. Now let's pause and think about how was the problem solved. Let's go back to our story chart. We're going to look at the why for yes, there's a solution. A solution means that the problem is fixed or solved. So let's pause the video and talk about how did Lulu solve her problem? Remember, we said the problem is that she doesn't want to eat the things blowing by her. So pause the video and turn and talk about what you think the solution is. I think the solution is that she's not actually lazy. She was just waiting for something that she wanted to eat to blow by her, right? So I would say that the solution is she saw a fly and she ate it, right? So I'm going to go into my box and I'm going to write the solution is Lulu saw a fly and she ate it. So I want you to pause the video and write what you think the solution is in your why for yes, there's a solution. Go ahead and do that now. Now, if we go back to retell the story, we're going to start at the beginning and tell all of the events in order. So what was the first thing that happened in the story? Right, we know that Lulu is the character, and the first thing is that she saw a leaf. What happened next? Right, we noticed that the setting is that she was outside during the day, and then we saw that a feather blew by. Did she catch it? No, she didn't catch it. She watched it blow by. What happened next after that? Right, we saw that a seed flew by her. Did she try to catch it? No, we decided that the problem was that she didn't want to eat any of those things, did she? She was just waiting for something that she wanted to eat. So what did we decide was the solution at the end of the story? Right, she finally found something that she could eat. And what did she find that she could eat? She saw a fly and she caught it with her long, sticky tongue, didn't she? Yes. So using our story chart helped us remember all of the important things that happened in the story so that we could go back and retell all of those events in order. Now it's your turn to do some writing. You are going to tell what Lulu could see. Now, it could be anything, but I want it to be something that makes sense. So remember that she was outside during the day. Think about something that might be in the forest or the rainforest where Lulu lives, right? You are going to use a whiteboard or a piece of paper, and you are going to write out a sentence. So what I have so far is Lulu sees a, and then I have a blank here because I want you to write your own sentence about what Lulu could see. So you are going to stop the video here and you are going to write your sentence. Now make sure that your sentence has a capital at the beginning. Make sure you have finger spaces between your words and make sure you have a period at the end. All right, great job today, friends. You did an awesome job reading. When you're finished, I want you to go back and reread all by yourself because we know that's what good readers do. I will see you next time. Bye.